Second baseman, number 24, Sam Broom. Batting third for the Go Hawks, shortstop, number 4, Eric Willis.
Welcome back to Waverly, everybody. Getting you set for Game 2 of the doubleheader, the Decorah Vikings.
First baseman, number 30, James Hine. Batting sixth for the Go Hawks, behind the plate, number 21, Sam Ryer.
And the Waverly Shell Rock Go Hawks won game number 1 of the doubleheader by a 7-1 margin, but that's the thing with baseball. You got to have a short memory and turn it around quickly. And Sean Westendorf will take the hill for the Go Hawks as we start things here in game number 2. Colin Nimrod will be the shortstop, Jake Qualley the pitcher, Dustin Carey the DH for the first baseman, Bryce Pierce, Josie Jewell at third, James Osley in right, Kyle Kane the catcher, Brady Dolly getting the start at second base, Jake Hovden is in left, and Gavin Nimrod will be in center. And Sean Westendorf will throw to Colin Nimrod as we get game 2 going at 7:15. The pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Colin in game number 1 was 1 for 4. The 1-0 delivery is a curveball taken low. It is 1 ball and 2 balls, no strikes now on Colin Nimrod. We'll set the Go Hawk defense here momentarily as it continues to be a windy night here in Waverly. The pitch, a little low, a little outside. It is 2 balls and no strikes to count. Correction, 3 balls, no strikes. My Norwegian math getting the best of me here tonight. Just trying to avoid my equipment and papers from blowing all over you-know-wheres. Pitch outside to Westendorf, or from Westendorf to Nimrod, and Nimrod reaches on a walk to start things here in the second inning. So Nimrod reaches on a walk. And Jake Qualley will bat. And he'll look at the first one on the outside edge for a strike. It is 0-1. Sky Holmgren, Jake Velke, Bryce Miller left to right in the outfield. Daniel Stensland at third, Eric Willis at short, curveball, 1 hopper over the head of Stensland, fielded right on second base by Broom. He'll get the out there and throw to first base, and the throw will go into the dugout, so Qualley will reach second base. It'll be a fielder's choice, 4 unassisted to get rid of Nimrod, but Qualley will reach base on the error, and Cole Sweska will get his courtesy out at second base. So, a runner at second and 1 down, and Dustin Carey will bat. Carey in game number 1 was 1 for 3. Vikes had 6 hits, but didn't get a runner past second base as Carey looks at the first one on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Sam Broom at second, James Hine at first, Sam Ryer behind the plate. Pitch. Ground ball, foul, right side. It is no balls and 2 strikes. Nothing and 2 the count. Curveball taken high. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Westendorf. Westendorf in game number 1 played first base. James Hine over there in this game, who DH'd in the first game. As pitch, fastball swung on and missed over the outside edge. And the second out of the inning.
Batting for the Vikings, third baseman, number 6, Josie Jewell.
So a runner at second and 2 down, and Josie Jewell to the plate. Curveball taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Josie in game number 1 was 0 for 3. Westendorf ready, and the pitch swung on, a ground ball toward short. It's picked up there by Willis. He'll wind up and throw to first base, and the throw gets away from Hine. Round the line, and scoring is Sweska. It's a 1-0 lead. Throw to second base, not in time from Hine. So a Waverly Shell Rock error scores the first run of the game. A walk and 2 errors here in the inning have put the Vikings on the board. So 1-0 Decorah leads it. And Osley will try to take advantage of it, and he swings at the first pitch and fouls it away. No balls and 1 strike.
For the Vikings, number 20, James Osley.
Osley in game number 1 was 0 for 2 with a walk. Westendorf comes set, a look back at second. And the 0-1 delivery swung on and missed. It is no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes the count. And the 0-2 delivery, a curveball low outside. Ryer, a nice stop to his right to prevent runner advancement. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Westendorf in for the sign from Ryer, comes set. And the 1-2 delivery, blown outside for 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 2-2 with 2 down to James Osley. A 1-0 lead for Decorah. A throwing error. And the curveball taken low for 3 balls, no strikes. Three and 2 on Osley. Westendorf delivers, and the pitch swung on. A ground ball to the left side. It's fielded there by Stensland. He takes a long time and throws over to first base to retire Osley. But the Vikes get 1. 1 run, no hits, helped out by 2 Waverly Shell Rock errors and 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the first inning. It's Decorah 1, and the Go-Hawks coming to bat. And the Go-Hawks will bat this way. Leading off in center field will be Jake Velke. Batting second at second base will be Sam Broom. Hitting third, the shortstop, Eric Willis. Batting fourth in left field, Sky Holmgren. Hitting fifth, James Heine at first base. Hitting sixth, the catcher, Sam Ryer. Hitting seventh, the right fielder, Bryce Miller. Hitting eighth, the pitcher, Sean Westendorf. Batting ninth, the DH, Drew DeMuth. And DeMuth will bat for the third baseman, Daniel Stensland. And Jake Qualley, coming off a 6-inning win against Walk-On the other night, will throw tonight for Decorah. And Decorah with a little bit different of a look defensively. You heard a little bit different of a lineup as well. Jake Hovden getting the start out in left field. Gavin Nimrod in center, and James Osley in right. Josie Jewell at third. At short, Colin Nimrod at second. Brady Dowley getting his first varsity start tonight. And at first base is Bryce Pierce. Kyle Kane behind the plate. And Jake Qualley on the hill. Qualley will throw to Jake Velke to start the ball game. Velke was 1 for 3 with a run scored and a walk in game number 1. The pitch on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Qualley gets the sign from Kane, and the 0-1 delivery is outside for 1 ball, 1 strike. Vikes got a run in that first inning. 1-1, outside corner, just a bit off, actually. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Velke was on base the last 2 times he was up in that first game, and the pitch missed outside again, so Qualley falls behind. 3 balls and 1 strike. Westendorf walked the leadoff hitter in the top of the first inning, and grounding towards short is Velke here. He picking it up as Nimrod on throw to first base, and Pierce retires Velke. 1 down here in the first inning. 1 down, nobody on. 1-0 Decorah leads it, and Sam Broom will bat. Broom was 2 for 3, was hit by a pitch, and scored a couple of runs in game number 1, or knocked in a couple of runs. He scored 1. Qualley delivers, and the first pitch on the inside edge for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike count. The 0-1 delivery swung on, popped up right side. Foul territory. Qualley off the mound will call, run into foul territory, and make the catch. Caught it 2 steps into foul territory about halfway up the baseline. And that is the second out of the inning. 2 down, nobody on. 1-0 Decorah here in the bottom of the first, and Eric Willis will bat. He's 0 for 3. Hit by a pitch and scored. His one time he reached base is that one all the way back to the backstop on a curveball in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Delivery, curveball missing outside for 2 balls and no strikes to count on Eric Willis. So Qualley has fallen behind 2 of the first 3, and there's a pitch outside. It is 3 balls and no strikes now. Trio, curveball missing outside again, so the Go-Hawks get their first base runner. Eric Willis on a 4-pitch walk.
Fielder number 10, Sky Holmgren.
A runner at first and 2 down, and Sky Holmgren will bat 1-0 Waverly Shell Rock here in the bottom of the first inning. Holmgren 1 for 2 with a walk and 2 RBI in game 1 as the pitch instead of moved to first base and back to the bag diving. Is Willis. The stretch by Qualley and the pitch. Smacker down the left field line, and it's a foul ball. Landed about 30 feet onto the outfield grass and about 5 feet foul. It's no balls and 1 strike. Fife's got a run with 2 outs in that first inning. Josie Jewell put it in play. Eric Willis overthrew a man at first base. Scoring all the way from second on the play was Cole Sweska, the courtesy runner for Jake Qualley. No balls, 1 strike, and a move to first base, and Willis back to the bag diving. Qualley brings it plateward. The 0-1, swing and a foul back. That was just to my left. Scott Pierce telling me to get some hops, like he's one to talk there. No balls and 2 strikes to count with 2 down, and move to first base. Willis back to the bag diving once again. Oh, 0-2 with 2 down. Stretch. And the 0-2 delivery swung on, driven towards center field. Gavin Nimrod's under it, now runs far to his left and makes the catch in shallow center for the third out of the inning. 1 walk, 1 left. We head to the second inning. It is a 1-0 lead for Decorah.
Waverly Shell Rock 0.
Top of the second inning we go. It's a 1-0 lead for Decorah. Kyle Kane will start things here in the second inning.
Number 4, Kyle Kane.
Kane 1 for 2 with the sacrifice in game number 1. The stretch by Westendorf in the pitch swung on a fly ball center field. Underneath it is Jake Velke. He will make the catch, and that's the first out here in the second inning.
No batting, second baseman number 1, Brady Dolly.
1 down, nobody on. Go Hawks won game 1 7-0, and the Vikings lead game 2 here in the top of the second inning by a 1-0 margin. 1 down, nobody on. Brady Dolly to the plate, and he's getting his first start on the varsity. He looks at the pitch outside corner for a strike. The balls and 1 strike count. 0-1 delivery, fastball missed outside. It is 1 ball and 1 strike to count. 1-1 delivery, swing, and a little number up the first base side foul. It's 1-2 now on Brady Dolly. Vikes trying to salvage the split. Go Hawks clinch the regular season series win with that game 1 victory as the pitch goes outside to Brady. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. 2-2 with one down. Jake Hovden in the on-deck circle. Westendorf working out of the stretch, and there's a smacker into right center field and a base hit. Brady Dowley getting a single to right in his first at bat as a starter. Runner at first and one down, and that's the first hit for Decorah. In fact, the first hit in this game. A runner at first and one down, and Jake Hovden will come to the plate. He batted once in game number 1, and Hovden singled to left. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Hovden getting the start out in left field tonight after Austin Ashbacker started in game number 1. No balls, 1 strike the count, and the pitch, a curveball that's taken low. It is 1 ball, 1 strike on Jake Hovden. Runner at first and one down. The pitch swung on, popped up, foul ball, third base side, and that one going to land out of play. So it's 1-2 now on Jake. A lead at first by Dolly, held on there by James Heine. Westendorf comes set. And the 1-2 delivery, swinging a foul at the plate as Hovden fouled off a pretty good curveball that time. So Jake continues to battle. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The stretch by Westendorf, and the pitch swung on a roller towards short, picked up there by Willis. He'll go to second for 1. He'll throw to first base, and it's a double play. 6-4-3 on the double play. 1 hit, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's a 1-0 lead for Decorah. Bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Decorah leads it. It'll be hitters 5, 6, and 7 due for the Go Hawks here in game number 2, inning number 2. Go Hawks won game 1 by a 7-0 margin.
Get a big start to the bottom of the second inning for the Go Hawks.
James
Number 30, Jimmy
Heine will come to the plate. Heine 0 for 3 in game number 1. Qualley allowed a 2-out walk, but nothing else in that first inning as the curveball goes low. 1 ball, no strikes. Jake got through it, throwing 15 pitches. The pitch. Curveball outside. It is 2 balls, no strikes. Two 2-0. Pitch swung on, smacked in the left center field, and a base hit. So Heine gets the Go Hawks' first hit.
Next up for the Go Hawks, the catcher, number 21.
He's on first base and nobody out. And Sam Ryer will bat. Ryer in game number 1 was 2 for 3. He scored a run and had 2 RBIs on a double. Pitch to Ryer, and that one taken at the letters for a strike, 0-1. Josie in a step in front of the bag at third. Pierce will hold the runner on at first. Qualley comes set, kicks and deals. The pitch swung on a foul ball, right side and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes on Ryer now. A lead at first base again by Heine. Jake comes set, and the 0-2 delivery. A curveball swung on and missed. A good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Ryer. First strikeout of the night for Jake. And there's 1 down here in the first inning. 1 on, 1 out, and Bryce Miller to the plate. 1-0 Decorah leads it. Miller in game number 1 was 1 for 2, was hit by a pitch, and also had an RBI single. And the pitch outside corner with the curve for a strike, 0-1. Stretch and the pitch. Going outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Quality ready, 1-1. Fastball goes outside. It is 2 balls and 1 strike now on Bryce Miller. Each team with a hit thus far. The difference in the game has been 2 errors for the Go-Hawks. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. And the pitch sails outside, and Jake consistently falling behind the guys here in the second inning. (3-1) outside for ball 4, and the Go-Hawks with 2 on and 1 out here in the second inning.
Keeping things going for the Go-Hawks, the pitcher, number 7, Sean Westendorf.
And the pitcher, Sean Westendorf, will try to help his own cause here. He was 0 for 3 with the stick in game number 1. First and second, 1 down, bottom of the second inning, a 1-0 lead for Decorah. Quality delivers, and the pitch swung on smack towards right field. After it is James Osley. He'll have to play it on a hop. Moving up to third base is Heine. Bases loaded, 1 down here in the second inning. Heine to third, Miller to second, as Westendorf doing a good job of going the either opposite way that time.
And batting designated hitter number 12, Drew Demuth.
Bases loaded, 1 down. Drew Demuth to the plate. He didn't play in game number 1. And Westendorf will get a courtesy runner now.
Number 20, Alex Robson.
And Alex Robson will be the man who gets Westendorf's courtesy at second. Bases loaded, 1 down. Infield up the corners, back up the middle. And the pitch inside from Qualley. 1 ball, no strikes. Qualley's given up 2 hits and walked 1. That's been the cause of this mess with 1 down. Qualley comes set. And the 1-0 offering swung on a fly ball center field. It's carrying on Nimrod. He will make the catch. Tagging at third is Ryer. The throw to the plate goes all the way through. The tag applied by Kane, but he got around the slide. That was a close play. Heine not exactly fleet of foot. The throw hit the bag and rolled in. Frankly, it probably shouldn't have been as close as it did, but Demuth gets the sacrifice fly, and we're tied at 1. The other runners stay put. 1-1 the score, and Jake Velke will try to come up with the big 2-out hit for the Go-Hawks. He grounded to short in the first. 0 for 1. 1-1 the score here in the bottom of the second. Qualley delivers, and a backdoor breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Qualley brings it, the 0-1. Just missed the outside edge. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 base hits, a walk, and a sacrifice fly have tied the game for the Go-Hawks here in the bottom of the second. 1-1 delivery, swing and a foul. Third base side and out of play. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Stretch by Jake, a look around the base pass. And the 1-2 delivery swung on a ground ball to the first base side and through for a base hit. Rounding third, coming to the plate is Miller. He will score without a play. Throw to third base, not in time. Velke with a 2-out RBI single, and the Go-Hawks go up 2-1. Robeson moves up to third on the play. And he'll be there with 2 down. Velke will be at first with 2 down. And Sam Broom will become the 7th batter of the inning. Broom fouled out to Qualley in the first inning. Qualley comes set, and the pitch swung on a ground ball towards third. Picked up on one knee by Josie. He'll throw to first base. The throw pulled Bryce off the bag, but the tag applied, and the out is recorded. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We head to the third inning. It is a 2-1 lead for Waverly Shell Rock. The third inning we go. It's a 2-1 lead for Waverly Shell Rock. 9-1 and 2 due here in the third inning as Gavin Nimrod will start things here in the third. Nimrod takes the first pitch out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. Nimrod 0 for 3 in game number 1. The pitch swung on a little number up the first base side. Westendorf will field on one hop, and he'll throw to Heine. A low throw caught by Heine at first base. And there's one down here in the third inning. And Colin Nimrod will start the second trip around the batting order. Nimrod walked in the first inning. A 2-1 lead for Waverly Shell Rock with one down, nobody on here in the third. The pitch goes high. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Go Hawks took game 1 by a 7-0 margin. The pitch at the letters and for a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike count. Try to get an update on the softball team. They're over at MFL Marmac tonight. Pitch swung on and a ground ball towards third. Cutting in front of the shortstop is Stensland at third, and he'll throw on to first base to retire Nimrod. And there's 2 down here in the third inning.
2 down for the Vikings batting. The pitcher number
2 down, nobody on. And Jake Qualley will stand in. He reached out a fielder's choice, and his courtesy runner, Cole Sweska, scored in the first inning. As the pitch goes outside, it is 1 ball, no strikes. Return to throw, got away from Westendorf, and his shortstop, Eric Willis, helped him out. 1-0 delivery, ground ball to the left side, backhand stop made by Willis. He'll throw on to first base, not in time. Heine had to move off the bag to avoid that one from going into foul territory, but Qualley beat it out anyway. They're going to rule it a hit. Sweska will get his courtesy at first base, and 2 outs and a runner at first, and Dustin Carey to the plate.
Batting for the Vikings, number 2, Dustin Carey.
Runner at first, 2 down, and Dustin Carey to the plate. Carey looks at the first one on the inside edge for a strike, 0-1. Carey struck out swinging in the first. Oh-1. Pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice stop by Ryer, moving to his left. Curveball swung on and missed. Good breaking ball outside edge as Dustin nowhere close to it. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a foul. So it's still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Westendorf ready. And the 1-2 delivery, pitch swung on and missed, and that's that for the third inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It's a 2-1 lead for Waverly Shell Rock. Eric Willis will start things in the third inning, and the pitch high and tight, and apparently it grazed the jersey. And Willis will reach first base on a hit by a pitch.
Now batting for the Go-Hawks, left fielder, number 10.
So Willis, who walked in the first inning, reaches base on a hit by a pitch here. Well, nobody out, 2-1 Go-Hawks here in the third as Sky Holmgren swings at the first one and fouls at third base side. Carey or Josie coming over, and it's out of play. No balls and 1 strike. Holmgren flied out to right in the first inning. Oh, 1, runner stays put. A curveball taken inside. It hops away from Kane momentarily. Throw down to second base, not in time. As Willis took off, as the ball barely got away from Kane, but good aggressiveness on the base pass by Willis will move him up 90. No balls, 2 strikes the count. A runner at second, nobody out here in the third inning. 2, 3, and 3 for the Go-Hawks. 1, 1, and 0 for Decorah. 0-2 delivery. Pitch taken up by Holmgren, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 the count, and Qualley steps off the rubber. And whirled and faked to throw back to second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Pitch swung on, fouled away, right side, not a play. Still 1 and 2 on Holmgren with a runner at second, nobody out. 2-1 Go-Hawks here in the bottom of the third. Qualley with 2 looks at second. And he'll bring the 1-2 plate. Word a fly ball left field. Retreating is Jay Covden, angling towards the line, and goes into foul territory to make the catch for the first out here in the third inning.
For the Go-Hawks, first baseman, number 30, Jimmy Heine.
Runner at second, and 1 down, and James Heine to the plate for Waverly Shell Rock. He singled and scored in the second. Vikes got a run in the first inning on a Go-Hawk error. Go-Hawks got 2 in the second inning. Sacrifice fly by Drew DeMuth. And a Jake Felke 2-out RBI single. Curveball swung on, driven towards left field. But Jake Covden is right there in basically the same spot and will make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Got a good 2 outs for the Go-Hawks.
It couldn't have been more than 3-4 feet apart there. 2 down, nobody on. And Sam Ryer to the plate. Struck out swinging in the second, 0 for 1. A 2-1 score. Go-Hawks lead it here in the bottom of the third inning. The pitch swung on, a ground ball towards third. Picked up there by Josie. He'll fire across the diamond and retire Ryer, and that's that for the third inning.
No runs, no hits.
A hit batter and nothing else. We head to the fourth. It's 2-1 Go-Hawks. Top of the fourth inning we go. It's been a good ball game to this point. 2-1 Waverly Shell Rock leading it. Go-Hawks took game 1 of the doubleheader by a 7-0 margin. Josie Jewell reached on an error which allowed Cole Sweska, the courtesy runner, to score in the first inning. Curveball taken outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 swing and a ground ball foul. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. That one sprayed down into right field. After it is the right fielder Bryce Miller, and he will make a running catch. And there's 1 down here in the fourth inning. For the first time tonight, we've seen the Vikes go the other way. Josie did a good job of going with that curveball and going the other way, but Miller there to make the play. 1 down, nobody on. Osley to the plate, grounded to third in the first, and he looks the first one high. 1 ball, no strikes. One-0, swung on, smacked down the left field line, and that will be a foul ball. Just to the left of the foul line up the third base side. Hit well by Osley, but hit foul, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count with 1 down. One swung on, a little looper towards third, and that's a foul ball. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Osley. ball, 2 strikes. The pitch just missed the outside corner on a fastball. It's 2-2 now on Osley. Two and two, and the pitch swung on a ground ball to the right side, picked up there by Broom. And he'll throw on to first base to retire Osley. And there's 2 down here in the 4th inning. So Westendorf has been effective. Other than his defense letting him down in that first inning, he's been pretty solid. 2 down, nobody on. Kane fly to center his first time up in the 2nd. It's 2-1 Go Hawks here in the 4th. The pitch goes outside. 1 ball, no strikes to count. One and 0, and the pitch taken high. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Westendorf works out of the stretch even though no runners are on base, and the pitch goes inside. 2 Kyle Kane, and it's 3 balls, no strikes. Westendorf with 3-0. Paints the black of the outside corner for a strike. It's now 3-1. Westendorf looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the night. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. High and tight. No, it's actually on the inside corner for a strike. It's 3-2 now. The stretch and the 3-2. Swung on and ground ball towards third, fielded in foul territory by Stenslin. Stenslin was even with the bag, but the ball was in foul territory. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to count. Three-2 off the end of the bat, and it rolls foul. So we'll do it again at 3-2. Westendorf comes set, and the 3-2 to Kyle. Ground ball towards short, fielded on 3 hops by Willis. He'll fire a strike to Heine at first base, and that's that for the 4th inning. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-1 Waverly Shell Rock. Bottom of the 4th inning for the Go Hawks. And Bryce Miller will start things for the Go Hawks. They lead at 2-1. A sacrifice fly by Drew DeMuth and a 2-out RBI single by Jake Belke in the 2nd inning, the difference to this point. Miller walked and scored in the 2nd. Swings and misses at the first offering from Qualley. No balls, 1 strike. Jake has walked 1, walked 2, hit 1, and struck out 1 to this point. 0-1, swinging a foul straight back and out of play. It is no balls and 2 strikes now on Miller. If you're just joining us, Vikes got their run in the 1st inning. Go Hawks got their 2 in the 2nd inning, and we just gave you that summary after Decorah lost 7-0. The pitch, ground ball on the right side, picked up and knocked down there by Dally. He picks it up, and he won't have a play. Dally got the body in front of it, but couldn't field it cleanly. The E4 will put a runner at first base and nobody out, and Sean Westendorf will try to help his own cause. Westendorf single to right his first time up. At the time, it loaded the bases. Miller away from first. Qualley back to a familiar position tonight, the stretch. He's allowed at least 1 base runner in every inning. And the first pitch goes high and tight to Westendorf. 1 ball, no strikes. And out of the dugout will come Coach O. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. Darren Swenson with you from Hurdle Field in Waverly on the campus of Wartburg College. It's the home field for Waverly Shell Rock baseball. And the Go Hawks lead here in Game 2 of the doubleheader 2-1 in the 4th inning. Of course, I'm going to jinx things by saying this, but it's been a tremendously quick night. Sometimes you're not even starting Game 2 of a doubleheader by now, and we're already in the 4th inning. The first game only took over an hour. Update from Monona on the softball game, thanks to Lunch Smith. 2-0 Decorah lead in the middle of the 5th inning. Softball team picked up a couple of nice wins on Thursday night down in Charles City. 1 ball, no strikes, the count on Westendorf as Kojo heads back to the first base dugout. A lead at first base by Miller. Now Westendorf will square to bunt. The pitch inside, it got away from Kane momentarily, and Miller's going to take off and take second. Waverly got the good secondary lead that time, and once Kane dropped that ball, he took off, did Miller, and now you don't even need to bunt in this situation to move the runner up. So we'll see what Coach Klender does here. 2 balls, no strikes to count, a runner at second, and nobody out. The stretch by Qualley. Westendorf squares to bunt, and now they throw behind the runner. They go to Nimrod, who throws to Jewell, trying to chase the runner back. Jewell tosses it back to Dolly. Dolly will throw it towards third base, and Qualley chasing the runner back to the bag, dumps it now to Nimrod, and Nimrod finally applies the putout. So that ends up as a caught-stealing 1-6, 5-4, 1-8. You got 44% of the teams involved in that putout. 2-0 with 1 down, and the pitch swung on and a smacker down the left field line. It ends up a foul ball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Two and 1 the count. Qualley ready, and the 2-1 taken up. It is 3 balls, 1 strike now. Three and 1, and the pitch swung on a fly ball right center field after is Gavin Nimrod. He's on his horse, he makes the catch. A running grab out in center field by Gavin Nimrod, who makes his second put out of the inning.
Batting for the Go-Hawks, designated hitter number 12, Drew DeMuth.
2 down, and Drew DeMuth to the plate. DeMuth had the sacrifice fly, which at the time tied the game in the 3rd inning, 1-1. Go-Hawks lead at 2-1 here in the 4th. Pitch, swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike on a breaking ball over the outside edge. Qualley kicks and deals, and the 2-0-1 swung on a fly ball right center field after it is Gavin Nimrod. He will make the catch to retire the side. No runs. No hits, 1 error, and nobody left. We head to the 5th. 2-1 the lead for
The score remains
Waverly Shell Rock. Bottom third of the order here in the top of the 5th inning for Waverly Shell, or for Decorah, I should say.
Number 1, Brady Dolly.
Brady Dolly, who got a single to right his first time up, will bat. And he'll look at the first one outside from Westendorf. 1 ball, no strikes. Westendorf kicks and deals, and the pitch outside. It's 2 balls, no strikes. As for the overall approach at the plate, Mike's doing a lot better here in game number 2. This will be the 60th pitch from Westendorf, and we're early in the 5th. Pitch in there for a strike. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. The winning pitcher in game number 1, Olmstead, only threw 77 for the Go-Hawks. 2-1 delivery, swung on and a ground ball towards third, is picked up there by Stensland. And he'll fire it across the diamond to retire Dolly, and there's 1 down here in the 5th. So ever since the Qualley infield hit back in the 3rd inning, 5 in a row have been set down by Westendorf, which is his longest consecutive batter streak retired of the game. Jake Hovden hit into a double play in the 2nd inning, and it looked the first pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. 2-1 Waverly Shell Rock as we play the top of the 5th. Pitch inside corner for a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Westendorf continuing to work out of the stretch even though no runners on base. Pitch goes outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Probably just a comfort thing for Westendorf and helps him out mentally and physically to do that. And it's definitely legal as the pitch goes inside. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1 the count. And the pitch outside for ball 4. So Hubden draws the walk, 1 on, 1 out, and gave a Nimrod to the plate, who tapped back to the pitcher in the third, 0 for 1. So Westendorf back to the stretch now with a runner on base as Gavin smacks one into left center field and a base hit. And there's Gavin Nimrod going the other way. Took an off-speed breaking ball the other way and got a single into left center. So first and second with 1 down, and Colin Nimrod to the plate.
Number 10, Colin Nimrod.
Nimrod walked in the first, grounded to third in the third. A 2-1 lead for the Go Hawks here in the 5th. Westendorf delivers, and the pitch swung on and missed at a curveball over the outside edge. It is no balls and 1 strike. That curveball outside has fooled quite a few Decorah hitters on the night. The pitch swung on and missed. It is 0-2. This is the first time tonight that consecutive Decorah batters have reached base. Here in game 2, the 0-2 delivery swung on and a one-hopper right back to Westendorf. He's going to throw to third base. The throw's a little high, but coming down on the bag before Hubden reaches there is Stensland. A 1-5 force play to get the lead runner, and
Number 5, Jacob.
the Nimrod boys will be on first and second with 2 down. And Jake Qualley will try to help out his own cause. Qualley reached on a fielder's choice. His courtesy runner scored in the first, got an infield hit in the third, and he swings at the first pitch. Pops one up on the infield. Eric Willis under it, makes the catch for the third out of the inning. A walk, a hit, and 2 runners left. We head to the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-1 Waverly Shell Rock. Bottom of the 5th we go. Go Hawks won game 1 of the doubleheader by a 7-0 margin. And they lead it here in game 2 by a 2-1 margin. Top of the order here for the Go Hawks in the 5th. And the pitch to Velke swung on and missed, 0-1. Velke grounded to short in the first, single to right to knock in a run in the second inning. And that is the go-ahead run to this point, a 2-1 Go Hawk lead. 0-1 delivery. He is inside for 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count. And the pitch swung on it, a little roller to the right side. This time Brady Dolly gets down on it and gloves it and throws on to first base to retire Velke. 1 down here in the 5th inning.
Batting for the Go Hawks, second baseman, number 24, Sam Broom.
One down, nobody on. Sam Broom to the plate, fouled to the pitcher in the first and grounded to third in the second. The ball's 0 for 2. First pitch from Qualley. Pitch swung on and missed. That's a good changeup right there. Oh, 1 outside on the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Qualley's given up 3 hits. All of them came in that second inning. He's walked 2 and he struck out 1. His team's committed 1 error behind him, but for the most part has played pretty good defense. 1-1. Curveball swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes, so can't put anything on Jay Qualley, really. You hold the team to 2 runs in 4 1/3 innings. That's very acceptable. 1-2 delivery is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In fact, the 7 runs. Decorah has now lost 8 games this year. The 7 runs they gave up in game 1 were the second highest games the second highest total, as that one fouled off right side. That Decorah has given up in a loss this year. A lot of those losses, just like last night, two runs, 3 runs, 2 runs. The offense just hasn't helped out the pitching and the defense enough. 2-2, curveball taken low. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes now. But of course, when you're playing a good team, got to get it done. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Outside corner, strike 3 called. Fastball outside edge. And that's the second strikeout for Jake Qualley. 2 down for Eric Willis. He's been on base twice on a walk in the first and a hit batsman in the third. Qualley ready in the first offering. Outside corner for a strike. It is 0-1. Qualley ready, 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Update from the softball game in Monona. Decorah leading that one 4-0, middle of the 6th. 1-1 count, the pitch sails high. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Qualley's been reasonably economical with the pitches. This is number 66 as the curve goes in the dirt. It is 3 balls and 1 strike now. 3-1 the count with 2 down. Qualley ready in the 3-1 offering. Swung on, driven, left field. Angling towards the line is Jake Hovden. He's in the foul territory. He makes the catch to retire the side. For the first time tonight, the Go-Hawks go down in order. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the 6th inning. 2-1, Waverly Shell Rock. Good part of the order due here in the 6th inning for Decorah, although they've been only able to muster 3 hits in this ball game. Dustin Carey struck out twice in this game as the pitch swung on and missed, 0-1. He is the only man to strike out against Westendorf here tonight. Balls, 1 strike. He'll be followed by Julian Osley, and the pitch swung on and missed. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Westendorf working on a 3-hitter to this point, and the curveball inside corner, strike 3 called. A good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Dustin Carey. And he strikes out for the 3rd time.
Next up for the Vikings, third baseman, number 6, Josie Jewell.
1 down, nobody on. And Josie Jewell to the plate. The curveball inside from Westendorf. 1 ball, no strikes. Jewell reached on an error in the first, fly to right in the 4th. Stretch, and the pitch goes outside. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Basically, the Vikes need base runners. Their approach has been better as Westendorf throwing his 80th pitch. That's already topped the total that Olmsted throw in game number 1. 2-1, swung on, driven deep left center field. And that one is going to be a couple of hops into the warning track. Josie hits second base, gets a stop sign there from Coach O. So the tying run at second base as Josie gets his first hit of the night, hammering a double to left center field.
Setting for the Vikings, number 20, James Osley.
A runner at second. And 1 down, and James Osley to the plate. Osley swings at the first one and fouls it off. 0-1. Osley grounded to third in the first, grounded to second in the 4th. Tying run at second with 1 down here in the 6th inning. 0-1 delivery outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stretch by Westendorf, a look back at second, and the pitch, curveball low. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Stretch by Westendorf, a look back at second, and the pitch swung on, hammered down the left field line, and it's a foul ball. just to the left of the chalk up the third base side. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes on James Osley now. So 2-2 with a runner at second. Josie representing the tying run. 2-2 swung on and missed. Curveball outer half. Vikings have now struck out 4 times tonight. They don't do it a lot on the season, but that was a big one there.
Now batting for the Vikings.
A runner at second and 2 down, and Kyle Kane will bat in a 2-1 Waverly Shell Rock lead here in the 6th. Kane delivers, and the pitch outside corner taken for a strike. 0-1. Kane fly to center in the 2nd and grounded short in the 4th. Nothing wrong with taking that pitcher's part of the strike zone pitch there. 0-1 swung on and ground ball rolling through the left side. Willis is going to knock it down. Josie will stay at third. Kane gets an infield single. Runners at the corners, 2 down, and a chance for Brady Dolly. Runners at the corners, 2 down, 6th inning, 2-1.
If you're still hungry, fans, we're going to go ahead and slash our prices up.
Waverly Shell Rock. And Brady Dolly will come to the plate. Dolly singles to right in the 2nd inning. And grounded to third in the 5th. And Kane going to get lifted for, I think Brighton Meyer is running at first base. Actually, Sweska is on at first base. And Brady Dolly will come to the plate. Dolly 1 for 2. Single to right in the 2nd, grounded to third in the 5th. 2-1 Waverly Shell Rock, and there's a curve that's taken low. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Westendorf with a long look in at Ryer for the sign. Now comes set, and the 1-0 delivery, ground ball through the right side, and it gets through for a base hit. Josie Jewell scores, Sweska to second, and we are tied at 2 as Brady Dolly gets his 2nd hit of the night. Dolly scores Jewell on the single to right, and now Jake Hovden will bat with the go-ahead run at second base. Westendorf comes set. Hovden 0 for 1. He did walk, and the pitch goes outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Decorah now hitting Waverly Shell Rock 5-3. Stretch and the 1-0 delivery. High and tight. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Sweska at second. Dolly at first. Broom paying attention to Sweska at second. Heine playing behind the runner at first. Pitch outside corner for a strike to Jake. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Vikes get a 2-out run here in the 6th inning. Both their runs have come with 2 outs. The pitch swung on. Fly ball right center field. Velke is under this one. He will make a one-handed grab in medium to deep right center. And that's that for the 6th inning. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left. Our new score at the end of 5.5, it is 2-2 Decorah and Waverly Shell Rock. Third of the order here in the 6th inning. For Waverly Shell Rock, Jake Qualley has retired. 9 of the last 11 he has faced. And the one other man that reached on an error, Qualley ended up picking off. So Jake's in a groove right now. He has kept Decorah in the ball game. And the offense helped him out in the top of the 6th inning on the 2-out single by Brady Dolly. Now, pitching and defense has to keep it, the momentum, as Holmgren chases a curveball outer half, swinging and missing, and it snowballs 1 strike. Holmgren 0 for 2, fly to center in the 1st, fouled to left in the 3rd. 2-2 the score here in the 6th. Pitch outside. It is 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Go Hawks won 7-0, but I have to say that mentally you have to be pleased with the comeback for Decorah as the pitch swung on and missed. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is a group of guys, and this is a group of individuals that when things aren't going their way, they are pretty decent at looking inside themselves. This pitch swung on, fouled straight back and out of play. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, and all these kids have had enough success in virtually every sport they've been in. The 1-2 delivery, swung on, popped up, foul, third base side and out of play. There's 1 ball, 2 strikes that they had a performance like they did in game number 1. That has not been a sustained thing when they've been in athletics. Here's a ground ball towards third. Backhand stop made by Josie. Knocks it down, fires across the diamond, and gets Sky Holmgren. And there's 1 down here in the 6th inning. 1 down, nobody on.
James Heine.
And James Heine will bat now. He singled to left and scored in the 2nd and fouled to left in the 3rd. And a ground ball foul right side. No balls and 1 strike. Go Hawks have scored 17 runs against Decorah this year. 8 of those runs have come in the 2nd inning. All 6 of the runs in the first game came in the 2nd inning. All 2 of their runs in game 2 tonight have come in the 2nd. Fly ball left field, retreating is Jake Hovden. He is under it, and he makes a one-handed catch in medium to deep left field for the 2nd out here in the 6th inning. So 2 down. Nobody on. And Sam Ryer to the plate. Ryer struck out swinging in the 2nd, grounded to 3rd in the 3rd, 0 for 2. 2-2 the score as we play the bottom of the 6th. Qualley delivers, and Ryer takes a curve for a strike, nothing in 1. In the Vikings 7th, they'll have Nimrod, and Qualley if anyone gets on Carey. The ball's 1 strike, and the pitch, fastball missing outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Vikes out hitting the Go Hawks 5-3. Go Hawks out erroring the Vikes 3-1. 1-1 delivery, swung on off the end of the bat, foul, first base side. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Qualley gets the sign from Kane, kicks and deals, and the 1-2 is taken high for 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Two and 2 the count. And the pitch swung on a ground ball towards third. Josie fields on 3 hops, bobbles it momentarily, throws on to first base, and reaching first base will be Ryer. 2nd error of the night on Decorah, as Josie didn't field it cleanly. A runner at first and 2 down. Bryce Miller will come to the plate. And courtesy running at first base will be Brandon Smith for Ryer.
Run for the Go Hawks, number 6, Brandon Smith, and batting.
Smith representing the go-ahead run for the Go Hawks. Bryce Miller has been on base twice. Runner at first, 2 down here in the 6th inning of a 2-2 game. Qualley delivers. Curveball goes low. Caroms to the right of Kane, and taking second base is Waverly Shell Rock's Brandon Smith. So Miller now bats with a runner in scoring position. Miller walked and scored in the 2nd, reached on an error in the 4th. Qualley comes set, a look back at 2nd. And the 1-0 delivery swung on, popped up on the infield. Qualley calls just to the right of the mound, and he will make the catch to retire the side.
1 run off 3 hits.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We head to the 7th. We're tied at 2. Welcome back to Waverly Shell Rock. Jake Velke is in to pitch for the Go Hawks, so Westendorf goes 6. Gives up 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. Walks 1, walks 2, and strikes out 4. So Velke, you got the win against Decorah on the 14th of June, will face Gavin Nimrod to start things here in the 7th inning. Velke goes from center field to pitcher. Bryce Miller moves from right field to center field. Drew DeMuth moves from DH to
Inning started for Decorah. number 7, Gavin.
Right field, and Tyler Olmstead will come in and play right field. Lefty-lefty matchup as Gavin looks at the first one high. 1 ball, no strikes. Gavin grounds to the pitcher in the third and singles to left in the pitch. And a curveball in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Westendorf did throw 95 pitches in 6 innings as compared to Olmstead, who threw 77 in the full 7 in game 1. Pitch swinging a foul at the plate. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Nimrod. He'll be followed by Collin and Qualley here in the 7th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Belke ready. 1-2. Smacked into left center field and a base hit. Gavin Nimrod reaches to start the 7th inning. Go ahead run on for Decorah, and Austin Ashbacker will bat for Colin Nimrod. Austin struggled at the plate in game number 1. He was 0 for 2.
22, Austin Ashbacker.
And he will get Colin Nimrod here with a runner at first and nobody out. Velke comes set. A look towards first. Austin called on to bunt. He does so up the left side. It's picked up there by Velke. He'll throw to first base. A low throw dug out well there by Westendorf, now playing first base. And the sacrifice is complete. 1-3. So Austin completes the sacrifice, and Jake Qualley will bat with a runner in scoring position. Qualley reached on a fielder's choice. Courtesy runner scored in the first. Infield hit in the third. Popped to short in the 5th. That was with 2 on and 2 out. Gavin Nimrod at second with 1 down, and Jake Qualley to the plate. He swings at the first ball, and Velke throws behind the runner at second base, trying to advance to third. It's Gavin Nimrod, and Nimrod will make it to third base. The base umpire is calling him out from this angle. It did not look like there was a tag applied. The base umpire won't even ask the home plate umpire for help. He won't even ask the home plate umpire for help. From this angle, that tag was absolutely nowhere close to Gavin Nimrod. Granted, it wasn't a great piece of base running by Gavin, but Qualley on the fielder's choice. 1-4-5, and Dustin Carey, who struck out 3 times, will bat as the pitch hits Carey right in the back. So first and second with 2 down, Josie Jewell to the plate. 2-2 game here in the 7th inning.
Josie Jewell.
And Josie Jewell is 1 for 3. He reached on an error in the first, fly to right in the 4th, and doubled and scored in the 6th inning. Velke comes set, and the pitch to Josie, and excuse me, swinging a foul ball towards the first base dugout. No balls and 1 strike. Go Hawks will have 8, 9, and 1 due in their half of the 7th inning. The stretch by Velke and the 0-1 to Josie is inside for 1 ball, 1 strike. The double in his last at-bat was his first hit on the overall night for Josie. That was against Westendorf. Now he bats against Velke. 1-1 delivery is a fastball up for 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Swesko away from second, Carey away from first, pitch foul to right side. A fastball in on the hands of Josie. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. Deuces wild on Josie Jewell. Velke set in the 2-2 delivery, swung on, popped up, foul, right side, and that one going to land in the Decorah section to our right. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Velke for the sign. And now time called. Stretch and the 2-2. Swung on a ground ball foul. Weakly hit up the third base side, so we'll do it again at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. We'll do it again. Pitch outside corner, fastball, outside edge. And Josie goes down looking. One hit batter, two left. Vikes have left 8 through 7. We head to the bottom half of the 7th inning. It's 2-2. Sean Westendorf will bat to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And the pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. 2-2 the score. Westendorf was single to right in the 2nd and fly to center in the 4th. 2-6-2 for Decorah, 2-3-3 for the Go Hawks. Pitch outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. One. The pitch swung on and missed. Good changeup from Jake Qualley, who was throwing a very, very nice game tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. The pitch swung on, hit towards right field. After it is James Osley. He will make the catch, angling towards the line. 1 down here in the 7th inning.
For the Go Hawks, designator number 12, Drew Dubuque.
1 down, nobody on, and Drew Demuth, who is now the right fielder in the game, will stand in. Demuth swings and fouls the first pitch back. No balls, 1 strike. Demuth had a sacrifice fly in the 2nd and flew out to center in the 4th. Go Hawks got their 2 runs in the 2nd inning. Sacrifice fly by Drew Demuth and a 2-out RBI single by Jake Velke. 0-1 delivery. Swung on, driven towards left center field. After it is Nimrod and Hovden, and that is going to be one hopping into the glove of Gavin. Rounding first, going to second is Drew Demuth. The throw to second offline, so the winning run at second base for the Go Hawks.
Top of the lineup for the Go Hawks batting.
And Jake Velke, now the pitcher of record for Waverly Shell Rock, with an opportunity to give himself a win and his team a win. And Qualia moved to second base, back to the bag, diving. Goes Demuth. Stretch. And Velke tries to bunt and bunts it foul. There's no balls and 1 strike. Pierce in front of the bag at third. Josie even with the bag, or Pierce in front of the bag at first. Josie even with the bag at third. No balls, 1 strike. Velke swings, pops one up on the infield. Colin Nimrod's at shortstop, and he will make the catch for the 2nd out here in the 7th inning. And Sam Broom, who had 2 RBI in Game 1, but is 0 for 3 here in Game 2, will bat for the Go Hawks. He fouled out to Qualley in the 1st, grounded to 3rd in the 2nd, and struck out looking in the 5th. Vikes got their runs on an error in the 1st inning and a 2-out RBI single by Brady Dolly in the 2nd, a whirl and a throw to 2nd. And back to the bag standing is Demuth. Pitch, foul, right side, off the fencing to the left of the Decorah dugout. No balls, 1 strike to count. Qualley in at Kane for the sign, comes set. A look back at second, and the 0-1 delivery. Outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 the count. Qualley trying to get Decorah to an 8th inning. 0-2 delivery. Ground ball right side, picked up there by Brady Dolly. And he'll fire over to Pierce at first base. And free baseball here in game number 2 of this doubleheader. 1 hit, 1 left. We head to the bottom or the top of the 8th inning. We're tied at 2.
Tied at 2.
James Osley, Kyle Kane, and Brady Dolly here in the 8th inning for Decorah. A 2-2 game as the Vikes go to extras. Osley grounded to third in the first, grounded to second in the fourth, and struck out swinging in the sixth. Pitch taken outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Vikes with 6 hits, go Hawks with 4. And here's a ground ball up the middle, slowed down there by Velke. Barehand pickup by Willis. He'll throw on to first base to retire Osley. One down, nobody on here in the 8th inning. Willis with some good stick-to-itiveness to get the play. One down, nobody on for Kyle Kane. He looks at the first one at the letters for a strike, nothing in 1. Oh, 1, swing and a miss. Nothing in 2. Oh, 2. Curveball in the dirt. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. One and 2 the count. The pitch went outside. Is 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Velke kicks and kneels. The 2-2 delivery smacked down the left field line, but foul. So we'll do it again at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Go Hawks will have middle third of their order due in the 8th inning. Willis, Holmgren, and Heine. 2-2 delivery, swung on it, a ground ball foul. Again down the left field line. So Kane battling here with 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down. And the pitch swung on a fly ball. Shallow left, out is the shortstop Willis. He is under it, and he will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So the first 2 batters retired here in the 8th. And Brady Dolly will bat for Decorah. Dolly taking advantage of his first start. He's 2 for 3. Singled in the 2nd inning. Grounded to third in the 5th inning and singled to right to score a run in the 6th. And that was the run that tied the game as that one fouled right side and out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Ground ball, foul, wide of third. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Vikes have only gone down in order once tonight. That was back in the 4th inning against Westendorf. Oh, 2, check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Three up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Go Hawks and Vikings tied at 2. 1 ball, 1 strike on Eric Willis as we return to live action here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2-2 the score. The pitch swung on a blooper out into shallow right field. Underneath it is James Osley. He will make the catch. And 1 down here in the 8th inning. So Willis hit by a pitch, walked, and is 0 for 2 in his other at-bats. And Sky Holmgren to the plate, fly to center in the 1st inning. Fouled out to left in the 3rd and grounded to 3rd in the 6th. The pitch swung on and fouled at the plate. To the right side, it is no balls, 1 strike. Holmgren 0 for 3. Qualley has only given up 4 hits and 7 1/3. Jake with a very solid outing against a team that can swing it pretty well. No balls, 1 strike, and an over-the-top curveball is taken high for 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one the count. The pitch swung out, smacked into left field, and overrunning the ball is Jay Covden. And it goes all the way to the fence. Hitting second base and stopping it right there was Sky Holmgren. Jake came in on that ball, and all of a sudden it went sailing over his head. And he had to chase it back to the fence. And now the winning run at second base for the Go Hawks. So runner at second and 2 down. And 1 down, rather. And James Heine will re-enter the game.
30. James Heine.
For Tyler Olmstead. Heine singled and scored in the second inning. Fouled to left in the third and flied out to left in the sixth. And the first pitch from Qualley is a breaking ball on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Qualley, a pause, 2 looks at second. He'll bring it with the 0-1, swinging a foul back. And it's no balls, 2 strikes. Qualley ready, 0-2. Swung on and a ground ball towards short. Colin Nimrod's going to go to third base. Josie makes an athletic grab, and he'll fake a throw. Trying to elude the runner is the runner Holmgren, and Holmgren is back to second base, but he was out of the baseline, and they call him out. Holmgren was dancing, juking, moving left, right, but he got out of the baseline, and the umpire called him out. You know what? I would have tried to elude him, too, if Josie Jewell was chasing me, to be fair to the kid. And surprise, surprise, Casey Klender is calling a conference with the umpire. And actually, Brandon Smith will run for
Number 6, Brandon Smith.
Heine at first base, so Heine's been in, out, re-entered and out, so he is done for the night now. And Ryer will bat for the Go Hawks. Ryer struck out swinging in the second, grounded to third in the third, and reached on an error in the sixth inning. Ryer hits one deep. Left field retreating is Jay Covden. He is under the ball. He will make the catch, and we're going to the ninth. So Jake, who misplayed a ball to a double earlier this frame, got on his horse and made the catch in that one. 2-2 the score as we go to the ninth. Well, the Go Hawks controlled game number 1 by a 7-0 margin. But the Vikes have battled back, competed well here in game number 2, tied the game in the 6th inning. And it's 2-2 as we play the ninth. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for Decorah, 2 runs, 5 hits, and 3 errors for Waverly Shell Rock. DeMuth is now playing third base, and we'll see who's out in right field. There's got to be a new player out there. And I think it's Brandon Smith, but I may be mistaken. Changes being reported to the Decorah dugout as Jake Hovden will lead things off here in the ninth. Hovden grounded into a double play in the second. Reached on a walk in the fifth and flied out to center in the sixth. 2-2 the score. We go to the ninth inning. Vikings softball team has won tonight. They defeated MFL Marmac by a 9-0 margin. And the first pitch is in there for a strike to Jake. It is 1-0. Jake Velke on in his third inning of relief since replacing Westendorf going into the ninth. The pitch is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Westendorf 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. 1-1 delivery, swing and a foul up the first base side. It's now 1-2 on Jake Hovden. One and 2 the count. Velke kicks and deals, and the pitch, fastball outside. 4-2 balls, 2 strikes. Velke has retired 5 in a row. He let a couple of guys on in that 7th inning. Vikes had first and second. A runner at second, 1 down. And a curveball missing inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. 3-2 the count. 2-2 game, top of the 9th inning. Velke ready, and the 2-2 offering inside, and it hit him. Jake Hovden hit to start things here in the 9th inning. So the go-ahead run on for Decorah, and Gavin Nimrod at the plate. Gavin grounded to the pitcher in the 3rd, singled to left in the 5th, and singled to left again in the 7th. A runner at first base is Hovden. Nimrod bunts straight up in the air, and that one going to land foul and back to the fence. No balls and 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike on Gavin Nimrod. Hovden the runner at first with nobody out. Already squaring to bunt is Gavin, and he'll take the next pitch high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. DeMuth is charging from 3rd. Westendorf holding the man on at first. Move to first base and back to the bag diving is Hovden. Nimrod squares to bunt once again. The pitch bunted up the first base side. Off the mound comes Velke. Bare hands and throws to Westendorf at first. Sacrifice good, 1-3. Gavin does his job. Callan will have his opportunity. Callan walked in the 1st, grounded to 3rd in the 3rd, into a fielder's choice in the 5th. He was batted for by Ashbacker, who laid down a sacrifice bunt in the 7th. Velke delivers, pitch swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike count on Callan Nimrod. Stretch. And the 0-1. Curveball hits him. It hits him. So going back to second is Hovden as he was going as the ball got away, but the hit-by pitch requires a dead ball. So a couple of hit-by pitches in the 9th inning here, and Jake Qualley will bat. Qualley's had a heck of a night with his arm. He's 1 for 4 with the stick. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 1st. Infield hit in the 3rd, popped to short in the 5th, and reached out a fielder's choice again in the 7th. Had a breaking ball taken low. It's 1 ball, no strikes. 1st and 2nd, 1 out, top of the 9th. 2-2 the score. The pitch, swinging a little number up the first base side, foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hovden off a second. Callan off a first. Pitch swung on and ground ball to the left side. Picked up there by Stensland. He's going to go to second, and the throw is late. Rounding third. Coming to the plate is Hovden. The throw there is not in time. The ball got away from Broom at second. The throw was low from DeMuth. The ball went into the shallow outfield area. Coming around all the way from second base was Jake Hubden, and the Vikes take the lead on the E4. Nimrod safe at second base. Qualley reaches. And at first base will be Qualley as Carey rips one foul, third base side. No balls and one strike. Carey has struck out 3 times, and he was hit by a pitch in the 7th inning. Velke delivers pitch, swung on and missed. It is 0-2. Dustin just having a tough night here in game number 2. Nimrod, the runner at second. Qualley running for himself at first. Velke, a pause, a look around the base pass and the pitcher. Ground ball towards second, hardly hit. It's bobbled there by Broom. He'll go to second and get the lead runner. It'll be the second out of the inning. If Broom fields that cleanly, it's probably a clean 4-6-3 double play. You can't give him an error because you can't assume the double play, but first and third with 2 down, and Josie Jewell will bat in a 3-2 Decorah lead here in the 9th. Josie reached out an error in the first, fly to right in the 4th, doubled and scored in the 6th, struck out looking in the 7th. The pitch inside corner for a strike. A look of disbelief from 6, 0-1. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.net. The stretch in the 0-1. It hit him. Got him in the left shoulder. Velke saying that Josie leaned into the pitch, but when the ball is in the batter's box, the batter does not have to move. It's a pretty simple rule. And James Osley now will bat with the bases loaded. And surprise, surprise, Casey Klunder is going to argue. The ball hit Josie Jewell when he was in the batter's box. If the pitcher throws the ball into the batter's box, the batter doesn't have to move. It was the absolute correct call by the umpire. There are way too many umpires that overthink that rule. Don't get the ball that close to I understand the whole concept of pitching inside, but don't get that ball that close to the hitter if you don't want to hit him, as Osley will bat. And the pitch is inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Osley 0 for 4, grounded to third in the first, grounded to second in the 4th, and struck out swinging in the 6th, grounded out 1-6-3 in the 8th. The pitch, curveball for a strike. It's 1-1. Nimrod third, Carey second, Jewell first, and the pitch swung on and missed. Healthy cut, no contact from Osley, and it's 1-2. 3-2 Decorah on the fielding error by Sam Broom. The stretch and the 1-2 delivery, hammered deep left field, and it will hang up and head into foul territory and be caught in left field by Sky Holmgren. I apologize for the delay. I don't have the best view of left field, but Holmgren there to make the catch. But the Vikes do get a run. Thanks to 3 hit batsmen and an error, the Vikes leave them loaded in the 9th. We head to the bottom of the 9th, and we'll keep it here this time. Decorah 3 and Waverly Shell Rock 2. Vikes got a run in the first inning. Josie Jewell with 2 outs reached on an error by Eric Willis. Sweska, who was running for Kane, or for Qualley, scored all the way from second base, and that made it 1-0. Go Hawks got their 2 runs in the second inning. A sacrifice fly by Drew DeMuth, and with 2 outs, Velke got a single to right to score Bryce Miller. That made it 2-1. Game got sent to extra innings with 2 outs in the 6th inning. In a first and third situation, Brady Dolly getting his first start on the varsity tonight, got a single to right to score Josie Jewell. That made it 2-2. In the ninth inning, Hovden was hit by a pitch. Nimrod sacrificed him to second. Colin Nimrod was hit by a pitch. Qualley hit a ball towards short. Willis gave an underhand toss to Broom that he dropped. Broom kicked the ball out into center field. Hovden scored all the way from second. It's 3-2 Decorah. Bryce Miller will start things here in the bottom of the ninth, and it's a curveball swung on and missed. No balls and one strike to count. Some sprinkles beginning to fall here in Waverly. Qualley looking for the 9-inning complete game. 0-1 delivery, swung on a ground ball, first base side. It's booted there by Pierce, and everyone's going to be safe. Pierce tried to backhand it, couldn't come up with it. And E3. That's the third error of the night for Decorah. Tying run at first, nobody out, and Sean Westendorf to the plate. Westendorf, 1 for 3, singled back in the second inning. The pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Jake Qualley has had a very solid outing. 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He's only walked 2. He's hit a man and struck out 2. Moved to first base, back to the bag diving is Miller. No balls and 1 strike. And in a situation like this, with Coach O known to call a lot of curveballs, a lot of pressure on Kyle Kane to stop the ball as well. 0-1 delivery, curveball, outside corner, taken for strike 2. And it's no balls, 2 strikes on Sean Westendorf. A 3-2 lead for Decorah. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Qualley comes set. 0-2 delivery, smacked foul, right side, out of play. We'll do it again at 0-2. Nothing into the count. Pitch swung on, driven towards center field. A late break from Gavin Nimrod. He will make the catch. It wide up and throw to first base. Not in time. Oh, a bang play at first base. Miller was well off the bag, and with 1 out, Gavin could afford to gamble there. He threw an absolute strike to Bryce Pierce, but Miller just got back. 1 down, runner at first, 9th inning. Drew DeMuth to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a sacrifice fly and a double. 3-2, go Hawks, bottom of the 9th. Quick move to first base, back to the bag, standing goes Miller. Pitch, swung on, smacked foul, third base side. It is no balls and 1 strike to count. Jake Qualley on the night. And a move to first base, back to the bag, diving again. Is Miller. No balls, 1 strike. Qualley delivers, pitch inside. And spinning away from it was DeMuth. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Pitch. Curveball, outside edge for a strike. DeMuth not liking the call, but for the majority of the night, that corner's been given both ways. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 down. The pitch swung on, popped up, straight back, and that one going to land just to our left. As we broadcast from the roof. One, 2. Just missed the outside corner as he tried the fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Qualley ready again. Short lead at first by Miller. And the pitch swung on and missed. Great changeup from Jake Qualley. 2 down here in the 9th inning. And Jake Velke will bat for the Go-Hawks. Velke grounded to short in the first, singled to right, knocked in a run in the second, grounded to second in the 5th, and popped to short in the 7th. 3-2 Decorah, bottom of the 9th. Stretch by Qualley and a move to first base. Miller back to the bag diving. Stretch. And the pitch. Swung on a ground ball up the middle, and that one going to be knocked down by Brady Dolly, but that's all he'll be able to do. Nice effort by Dolly. Might have kept Miller at second base by knocking down that ball. That's the 8th hit for the the 6th hit for the Go-Hawks. First and second and 2 down, and Sam Broom, who's 0 for 4. 3-2 Decorah, tying run at second. 2 down, bottom of the 9th. The pitch, outside corner for a strike, 0-1. That outside corner on curveballs has been given. He hasn't been as liberal with the corner on the fastball. But it's been both ways, so you can't complain at all. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch swung on fly ball, right field. Retreating is James Osley. He is there, and he makes the catch! And that's a Viking victory. James Osley got turned around, ran it down, stumbled over, hung onto the ball. Decorah defeats Waverly Shell Rock in 9 innings tonight, 3-2. Probably a lot more drama on that play than you wanted, but the Vikings defeat the Go-Hawks 3-2 in 9 innings. 3 runs on 7 hits, 3 errors, and 11 left for Decorah. 2 runs, 6 hits, 4 errors, and 8 left for the Go-Hawks. Jake Qualley with his best game on the varsity, 9 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 3 on the night, and he ended up striking out 3. Qualley gets a big victory tonight. And the losing pitcher, Jake Velke, for the Go-Hawks. So the Vikings 17-8 on the season, 11-5 in conference play. And the Go-Hawks are now 19-6 overall and 11-3 in conference play. Many people to thank for making the broadcast possible. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. Without their helps, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly, and most importantly, we thank you, that's right, you the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Game 2, we know you enjoyed the outcome. Final score, Decorah beats Waverly Shell Rock 3-2 in 9 after the Go-Hawks take Game 1 by a 7-0 margin. We'll be with you again Monday night for Viking baseball as they take on Waterloo West in a rain-out makeup doubleheader in Decorah, 5:20, the broadcast time from Olensack Field. So, for our entire KDEC sports team, Darren Swenson saying so long from Waverly as Decorah defeats Waverly Shell Rock in Game 2, 3-2. Go-Hawks take Game 1, 7-0. Thanks a bunch for tuning in, and we will talk to you again on Monday night. Have a good weekend, everybody.